Okay, good morning everyone. Happy once and always day, because we've got some more big Power Ranger news. And I woke up at 5:30 to this news and I was like, I gotta record this video now. So I'm recording this video at 6 a.m. or 6:15 in the morning, right before I leave for work. I mean, I gotta talk about it now because I'm not gonna be able to talk about it until I get home. But that is, HyperForce is back, and in the form of a comic. That's right. The tabletop RPG, Power Rangers HyperForce, Melissa's baby, is finally getting a comic. And I talked about this when Melissa was first announced as the writer for the Power Ranger comics, saying, oh, wouldn't it be cool if HyperForce came back in some shape or form? Wouldn't you know, HyperForce is back, so that's pretty freaking cool. So, let's read this article by Screen Rant. Let's go over it, let's dive into it and give our thoughts about HyperForce coming back in a Power Rangers Unlimited tale. So, seeing that it's going to be a Power Rangers Unlimited tale, I think it's going to be a one-shot, but it's going to be a good one-shot. I'm really excited. So, let's read it. 6 a.m, I'm showered, I'm dressed, I'm ready to read some Power Ranger articles. So, let's dive into it. Power Rangers HyperForce returns for an all-new Unlimited tale. I know I read that wrong. Power Rangers HyperForce, the beloved RPG web series, gets the Boom Studios treatment with its very first full comic book story. So let's read it. In honor of the 30th anniversary, Power Rangers franchise Boom Studios goes deeper into the Morphin grid to bring HyperForce, the HyperForce team, to the Boom Rangersverse, which this is their second time. Power Rangers HyperForce initially grew into its popularity from a 2017 tabletop role-playing web series game produced by Saban. The events of the RPG take place within the main canon timeline, so for everyone who says, HyperForce is a canon, it's canon, shut the fuck up please. I said please. But eventually cross over into the Shattered Grid storyline. But eventually also cross into the comics for the Shattered Grid storyline, which they did do. They appeared in the comics and they did their own storyline that tied into Shattered Grid. So, often featuring voice work and appearance of beloved actors and including former Rangers from the franchise. Power Rangers Unlimited HyperForce Issue 1. I don't like how they call all of these Unlimited stuff Issue 1. It's really confusing. Just call it Power Rangers Unlimited and then have like whatever the spin-off title is, because HyperForce implies that it's more than one. Because it's like, this is like the 5th, 6th Unlimited number 1 we're getting. Arriving in July 19th, 2023. So that is within a few months. That is crazy, but that's probably roughly around the same time we got the Death Ranger one. But it's going to be a crazy next couple of months, because in May, we're getting the Power Rangers Academy one-shot. June, we're getting the Draken Coinless one-shot. And then in July, we're getting this one. So I get the feeling we might get like a couple of one-shots leading into the 30th anniversary. That is crazy. Like, leading into August, I feel like we're going to get a couple of one-shots. HyperForce brings together, the HyperForce comic brings together a high well-known, I'll say that, Power Rangers Power Rangers storyteller Melissa Flores, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and Radiant Pink. Acclaimed writer and media personality and the voice of HyperForce Pink in the HyperForce RPG, Megan Camarena. Sorry if I butchered your name. Radiant Pink, Radiant Black, and along with, I'm going to butcher this one, Fedrado Sambani, known for doing Moon Knight and the Dead Lucky. So, they all work on Melissa's stuff, which is pretty cool. And if you haven't read the Dead Lucky, go read it. Really awesome comic. The colorist will be Brian Valolina, known for doing Witchblade and Ghost Rider. Power Rangers Unlimited one-shot will be the first full-length story dedicated to the HyperForce since the season of the Twitch RPG web series. Below, readers can find the standard covers from Kayla Verano and variants from fan favorites such as Gonny Montez and Enoch Lee. So this is really freaking cool. Like, I'm so glad that HyperForce is finally getting love in the comics, because people have been wanting season 2 for the longest time for HyperForce, and it was quiet because the buyout happened, so no one knew if we were actually going to get it. But the fan base was there. The fan base for HyperForce was definitely there. People love HyperForce, and I wanted to continue in some shape or form, because you get to see the people that do the HyperForce RPG have done like other stuff outside of like HyperForce. Like, what was the other one? Like Dimensions and Danger. That one, and then they did like a couple more, but it wasn't HyperForce, sadly. But now HyperForce is actually coming back, and I'm like really freaking excited. Like, I'm hoping this isn't a one-shot. Like, I'm hoping we can get like a spin-off that sort of like, even if it's like a short series like Power Rangers Universe, like I would love to see HyperForce get its own like mini series. Like, even if it's like 5-10 issues, that'd be really cool to see these characters back again. But seeing how it's an unlimited stuff, I get the feeling that it's going to tie into the main story we're getting right now in the comic, like, because the Draken stuff is tying into the main stuff, and I feel like the HyperForce stuff is going to tie into the main stuff, because HyperForce are all about time travel and stuff like that, so this has got to tie into what's going on into the comics, because like I said, if the HyperForce team traveled through time and space in their series, then they've got to do something in like the main story to travel back in time and fix whatever's going on, or check on whatever's going on in this story arc. But either way, I'm really, really freaking excited for this. I'm glad it got to come to be. They've got some talented people working on this, including Melissa and Megan, who both worked on HyperForce, which is really freaking cool. And having people who worked on HyperForce is great as well, because that way they can capture the essence of the story and the characters. So that is freaking great. So what do you think of HyperForce getting a one-shot comic? Because I woke up to this. This is pretty freaking amazing news. Sorry that I'm not on camera. I look like crap. Like I said, I'm getting ready for work right now, but I gotta record this because it's gonna kill me if I sit on this all day. Like, I gotta talk about it. But tell me in the comment section down below, what do you think? And don't forget to hit those big fat buttons, the like button and the subscribe button, for more Power Rangers related content with an Australian accent. So with that said, I'm out of here. Have a wonderful day or night, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, take care, bye.